Hi folks, welcome back to the Hoard. So what am I up to today? A few different things. The tire. Remember this tire? I couldn't get it to seal on the bead. What I did with it is I took the tube out. There sits the tube. Because this is a brand new tire. It's got no leaks or anything and the rim's in good shape. So I pulled the tube out. The reason why I put the tube in there, I was having trouble getting the tire to squeeze out enough to seal on both sides. Well, the tube allowed me to seal it on one side, and the other side did not seal. Then I put, this band around it and tightened the hell out of it. And, there might have been an occasional blue word that was sprayed on it. I hit it with a bunch of, the old liquid soap here. And I finally got it to seal. So this tire is actually ready to go on my 200S. So that's one thing I did. And I got the tube out of there. So I got a tube to put somewhere else, which is good. I had that bottle of slime floating around. I don't know if you guys recall. I picked it up at a flea market. It was brand new and all. A guy had a few different bottles of garage stuff. Anyway, he had it sitting there, and I only paid him 50 cents for it. And according to this bottle, if you have an all-terrain vehicle, right, 24 ounces is supposed to be enough. And this is 24 ounces. Look at that, made in the United States. That's some good stuff there. So I squirted this stuff into this tire, into the front tire on this one. The front tire on this one would go flat like once, I don't know, like in a week. Oh shoot, the float stuck. And anyway, once you spray this stuff or put this stuff in a tire, you got to ride on it a little while. So I figured I'd get this thing out and give it a cold start, and from there we'll see what it's going to do. So let's see. So let's take this rig for a ride. Whoa. She's a little jumpy today. This is my original ATC 250 SX. It's got the little tires in the back. And as a matter of fact, one of those hasn't sealed itself up properly yet either. Now that I got a race course, right? Might as well use it. Come on, girl. Yeah, I'm driving it one-handed, so I gotta take it a little bit easy. Though this one, the seat's on. This one with the little back tires also corners like it's on tracks. But yeah, that was kind of wussy. The shift is a little sticky on this. It was like that when I first took it out last time too. That's interesting. I saw something shiny on my little bridge here. Just the bolts. Yeah. Probably needs an oil change or something. It's just a little was sticky, and now it seems to be good. Yeah, this is where the swamp is. This thing normally doesn't get stuck. Yeah, you can see where I had trouble with the golf cart. There's a pond right over there. So, and the drainage kind of goes across the field, or the path. My buddy's tree stand. Yeah, I gotta get back. Ouch. Pricker bushes. I gotta get back here and do some trimming. Probably the next thing you guys should see is me servicing up the tractors. I really, one could only avoid cutting the grass for so long. Now the big red didn't fit through here. I wonder if this one will. Well, that wasn't good for the tire. I must say, it really is nice now that I got a bunch of these running properly. I mean, literally, when it's time to take them out, I want to run it out of gas, so I just turned the gas off. You can see she's sitting there in neutral. It is much nicer now, because like this one, obviously I just rolled it out and fired it up, and you know, now we're riding it. That one right there, same thing. The Suzuki, the two-wheeler, literally, it's just a matter of hooking up a gas tank and putting a decent battery on it, and that one runs. So in front of the other door over there, I have the headlight. In front of the other door, I have the 4x4 quad, the 350 Foreman. Put the choke on, so now she'll race a little bit and she'll run herself out of gas. Then I gotta remember to turn it off so I don't kill off the battery. I mean, that thing runs, this thing runs, it's just a matter of getting it on full tires. So I'm actually real happy with the progress I'm making on a bunch of this stuff. You know, it's nice to be able to get out and enjoy your toys, right? Obviously this guy runs, believe it or not, in a matter of, I don't know, 15 minutes, a half hour, this one could be running. I think even the guy in the back might run. choke turns itself off on this one. A lot of gas in that carburetor, eh? I guess it also has the gas filter. It's got to burn the gas off of. So I guess that's about it. I'm happy that I got that tire on. I guess the next thing is I should really start fooling around with the other back tire. A couple of you guys suggested these I don't know, his and hers rim, Mickey Mouse rims, whatever you want to call them. They drilled for 130, which is typical of what these things take, 130 millimeters, and they're also drilled for 110. 110 is what a 200X takes. Our friends from Yamaha use 100, but these can actually be drilled for 110. I can't drill them for 130. The hole to put the 130 into the major round part isn't big enough. And these have 3 bolts on them. The DX 225s have only 3 studs on them. So I'm not quite sure who was smoking what when they only put 3 studs on those. Anyway, a couple of you guys suggested just changing the hubs out, and I could do that. But not that this bike is some restore model or anything, but it has 130 for the front hub, and I really can't change that out. And I'd like to have 130s in the back, and as a matter of fact, I'd like to keep the rims on it that I got with the bike. Keep it as kind of not original. It's not a restore, but keep it as close to that as I can without going too crazy. So I have this whole hoarded tires, and as you start listing, okay, I want 130, right? The spacing on the hub, rims already mounted, so I want 130s, and I want 2 good tires that hold air. Right? Suddenly you have this whole pile of tires and you really don't have too much of what you need. It does seem as if I have quite a few of these 110s, and this is one of those 110s that you can really turn in either direction. So this front tire has a tendency to run down a little bit. I'm going to probably try sliming it because it looks like it's in pretty decent shape. Anyway, I'm going to probably try sliming this one next. If this one works, then I'll do this one, and if it doesn't, probably what I'll do next is I'll slam that tire on it on the front. Yeah, it's a matter of you try to set yourself as nice as possible. I got the I'm itching to start another project, so I keep finding myself looking at this thing. And I guess Harvey, it might be time for Harvey to spend a little effort on a Kawasaki. I would like to get this to run, get it out, get it among the living. And if that's the case, I mean, we're talking basically a trifecta. The X runs, once again, the Suzuki runs. I really didn't do anything with this since getting it. Yeah, the XR runs, that runs. The little 90 scooter over there at this point doesn't. That doesn't. And obviously that guy doesn't. But it'd be nice for everything in here to be fully functional and on aired up tires. So if I want to work here, I just roll a couple of bikes out. If I want to work here, I roll a couple of bikes out. Or if I want to work on that side, which during the summer that side's actually a little better to work on, once again, just roll a couple of bikes out. I don't know, what am I going to call this video? Harvey manages to fix a tire after 14 tries. I guess I'm not quite sure why This tube didn't push out on it. It says you can put up to 15 pounds of pressure in the tire. I ran it up to 20, figuring, well, I got this tube in there that'll give me a little extra, and it just wouldn't mount. And even without the tube in it, that one side, you know, I had to give it a few whacks and a few kicks and bounce the hell out of it and soap it. And even after all of that, it was up over 15 psi before that bead finally seated. So, and I really can't explain why. The rim was clean. The rim was really nice and clean, and still it wouldn't seat. Oh, just one other quick thing. This guy here is a Harbor Freight $5 wheel. I got it because I wanted to see what it would be like to try to clean up this rim. So I only spent a couple of minutes on it. It actually does a pretty nice job. You can see the rim is pitted. Luckily, it doesn't seem to be pitted anywhere the tire really seals against it. I guess if the rim is pitted enough, you could just say, oh, I've got to throw a tube in it and deal with it that way. But it does seem to work. They're cheap. Matter of fact, there's the receipt for it. You can see it was $4.99, 20% off was $1 off, which makes it $3.99. And I had the free meter coupon, so it's a $5.99 meter for free. So the whole thing came up to $4.31, and supposedly I sold it $6.99. I don't buy anything at Harbor Freight unless I have one of their 20% coupons, or it's an unbelievable sale and you can't use a coupon. Like for generators, you can't use a coupon. For any of the Predator stuff, you can't use a coupon. For welders, at this point, you can't use a coupon. So, all right, folks, I guess that's about it. I hope this thing uses this as my picture. Anyway, I want to thank you all for watching and commenting and subscribing. Remember to keep your feet down, keep your head up, and get out there and enjoy all your days. Bye now, folks.